What's happening, folks, and welcome to Stars of Tomorrow. I am looking forward to another year of these videos. If you're new to the channel, don't forget the like button down below and subscribe for daily FM content on the channel. This is one of my favourite series to do every year on the Football Manager. It's not a unique idea, it's just the way I do it, and this name I came up with myself. It's one of the rare occasions I've been quite creative in my own head. Right, not too creative, but in case you wonder what the series is, guys, it's when I look at very young players on FM. I set the potential to the max rating and try and get the best version I possibly can for you, so you get an idea what they're going to look like before they sign. I'm open to suggestions, but this year it's slightly different. I'm going to pick players myself, and they're not going to be up every other day uploads. They'll be when I've got a video done, when I've got a player I think is developed to the level I want it to be at and the best version I can get to, and then we'll release a video. But you can feel free to give you ideas down below, but just, you know, I had final say, and I call it director privilege. So in case you wonder how this series works, we go through various stages of their careers, start and jump forward like 4 or 5 years on each turn, and we see how they get on, look at their injuries, goal return, transfer fees, and get an idea about a player before you sign them. So today's player is a classic. He was in the game last year and everyone bought him. Youssoufa Moukoko. Moukoko, is that how you pronounce it? I'm going to go with that. A 17-year-old striker who has got 2-star current ability, 4-star, maybe 5-star potential, and straight away look at the dribbling, finishing, and technique. Absolutely fantastic. The technique and the composure 14, great physicals as well in terms of pace, natural fitness, agility, and acceleration. These could obviously develop as he gets a bit older, obviously. 5'10", plays his shot key with the technique, composure, and finishing. That plays his shot straight will work out very well for him, in my opinion. So looking at his weak foot, his strongest foot is his left, like me, and his weak foot is reasonable, which is, I say weak foot. His other foot, is his right foot. He obviously prefers to use his left. Could you play him as a wide player? You most certainly could with the inside forward, with the dribbling and finishing he has and the pace. Definitely something you can do that. But I think with places shots, I think he's going to be more of a striker, but he's definitely got the ability to be alternated. Now, I've done a scout report for you guys. Just let you know, guys, I do Man United every time. It's just to keep you consistent. It's not really gonna make a difference who I use the scouts for. Who I use to scout the player. But I just, for sake of consistency, just, you know, it doesn't make sense to just do it that way. So we know that it can. He's got dribbling skills, great pace. Now, looking at the negative sides, a lot of work to do in the department. These are all. You've got competitive streak. So that's negative, but okay. Currently playing competition right now. The math is good at it, does it? Fairly susceptible to injuries, so we should look at that. We will look at that when we see the jumps that we do, and should be looking to add greater consistency to his game. The bugger is 17. I mean, if he was consistent and banging 30 goals this year, I'd just say stop playing football now. This guy's won. Because he's at 17 years old. No player is that consistent at 17 years old. It's a very poor scout opinion there, in my opinion. So, contract information is no release clause in his contract. I did ask the agent would he be willing to join us. I basically said no. It's in a loan move. I don't think they won't even entertain that option themselves. But they won like 54 to 64 million pounds. But based on how he's looking at these initial stats, I don't think that's necessarily a bad deal, to be honest with you. Right then, the first jump. Let's go. Okay, so little bit increase in his composure, flair, and slight increases in his physical stats here as well, which we naturally thought they would increase. We've got some new player traits as well, which are run balls on the left hand side. Like I said, could be an inside forward. Places shots, likes offside trap, and knocks past opponent. So both those traits do kind of, let's get the whole screen right so we can see a bit easier. Those traits do lean into what I said at the start, which could be a striker or winger. I think definitely striker with the offside trap, and that plays his shots. But winger, yeah, you can make it work. Depends what you need, really, but I think it'd be a bit more work to get him into that position to play in that role. But I think at striker, slot him in, and I'm sure he'll bang the goals in for you. So contract information here, there is no lease clause in his contract. Now, of course, every save is different, but if they do put that in, I just say that, look, this happened once, it could happen in your save as well, so you get all that information. So looking at the injury record here, now I did say he was injury prone. Now, I'm not sure what I would class as injury prone. Mine would be like 3 months at least once a season, but I don't know. So you can see here. So whereabouts did we start? It's 2022. We started won it. So it's not that bad. I mean, it's not too serious in my opinion. I don't think that's a problem for me. Obviously, what's the evaluation at right now? 30 million to 90 million pounds. His max potential rating, I do apologise, I mentioned that, is 190, and that's locked 190. That's why I got edits up there so I can manually change the potential if I want to. I'm not sure if we're doing it right now is. But yeah, 20 years old. He's not had much of a crack in the first team yet, but I think that's slowly starting to change. He's got 4 goals that season, and he's got 2 this year. I think that's going to start changing very soon. I want to see how these other stats develop. Obviously, no dribbling, finishing, and technique will be high. I want to see what else develops. So, let's go for the second jump. Oh my god. Yeah, this guy's phenomenal, and he was last year as well. I never actually signed him and kept him long term, but oh gee, this guy's 24 and got stats of a 28-year-old in his prime. I mean, do I need to go through the stats on the screen? You can see how good this guy is. 17, 16, 16, 14 long. He even got a decent long shot on him. And he can take penalties as well and technique. This guy's incredible. I mean, and look at the physicality, look at the agility. I mean, you could play him out wide to be a phenomenon, but I think get him up front as net as possible, because he'll bang them in. The only problem is getting him out of Dortmund, which seems like it's an issue for people to try that in this save. But what a player. I mean, that physicality, you know I love a pacey player. I mean, model citizen as well, which helps out a lot as well. Injury records, have a look here. There's a lot on the list here, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's not ideal, obviously, but looking at it here and at a glancing view, it doesn't look too serious to me. I wouldn't be too concerned by this. This is like this normal wear and tear in a player. It's not like it's 5 weeks, and then and then it's like, oh, then you've got. So there's one there for 4 weeks, and that was on the 12th of March. I think, if I've got the line right. Yeah, we have. And the next one was in the 17th of November. So it's a big gap between the injuries anyway. So, yeah, it's not like 5 months, then 2 months, then 3. You know what I mean? So, injury proneness, maybe he's got a lot of injuries, but nothing too serious in my opinion. So, how's he got on at Dortmund since we were last with him? So, around this point here, he wasn't getting much game time. But then this year, he started getting a bit more game, 4 goals, then 40 appearances, 11 goals, then 46-22, and then 45-21. So he's averaging a goal every other game. I don't think it's quite that, because half of that would be 23. Oh, actually, it is actually bang on that, actually, because half of 46 has to be 23, right? I think that's right. If I'm wrong, then I'm surprised. Then this year he's got 21 and 45, so he's getting about average, just about a goal every game, which is great. So no release clause in his contract. No interest in him from any other clubs. I'm sure there is, but I think he's so good and so pricey that I just don't think anyone's going to be able to afford this guy. I don't think the stats will go much further, but hey, let's see how the goal return goes. He's still at Dortmund, and this guy is just unreal. This guy is unreal. I mean, I want him in my United save. I want this striker better than they'll get him out of Dortmund. Look at it. Just do me a favour. If I was okay, he's got 182 potential. He's almost reached the potential that he's supposed to be reaching. If I had this guy in my team, I'd just be sitting there like this, going, "Yeah, okay. I don't care what defenders you have. This guy's banging them in." Insane. Only downside is he's not moved clubs yet. I think he's just so good. But look at 18 dribbling, 18 finishing, 18 first touch. He's got the vision. He's got the off the ball. He's got the flair. Decisions composure 20, anticipation 18, great insane pace. I can't find a flaw with this guy. Well, yeah, he's marking shit. I mean, can't mark. No, don't get him. He can be a right winger as well on his left foot. Like I said, he can be a winger very easily, inside forward. Insane. Injury records, have a look. Again, quite a lot of injuries, but nothing that's, again, I don't know if it's concerning or not. It's a lot of injuries there, but they're like 6 days, 2 days, 11 days, 7, 5, you know, so it's not too bad. Career stats, so where did we get up to? It was round about here, wasn't it? Yeah, round about here. So 45 games, 21 goals, 41-26, 43-22, 46-25, and his best season, I think, is this one. 49 games and 33 goals, 13 assists. Where are they playing him? Striker, yeah. Give him a striker. I think he's one of those players that you can play out wide, but I think you get more of him a striker. I mean, get this guy signed in your saves, guys, if you can possibly afford it, because this guy's phenomenal. Right, one more jump, and we're literally going to check his goal return. Well, he's still at Dortmund, folks, and the stats have relatively stayed the same. Jumping's gone down a little bit. He's 32 years old, but he's still got the pace at 32. He can now play Cam as well if you want, AMC if you want to play him there as well. Just to add to the awesomeness of this player. So look at his goal return here. So where was the 33? There we go, 49-33, 41-23, 48-30, 41-30, and 48-26. The guy is a phenomenon. Plus side to him, everything. Negative, the price will be expensive. If you can get him early on, when he's more willing to move to a club, get him early, because I think the price will shoot up. A 190 potential rating. In this one, he reached 179. So, hang on a minute. Did I read that right? Current ability 180, potential 190. Yeah, I mean, the guy is just phenomenal. He was last year, he is this year as well. Have you guys signed him on your save yet? Are you going to try and sign him on your save? Because I certainly am. Whether I will, that's another question entirely. But guys, if you haven't done the video, I hope you have. Hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you're new as well. I'll catch you all in the next video. Like I said, you can give your thoughts down below in the comment section on players to look at. I can't guarantee I'm going to do them this year. I'm going to wait, and it won't be rushy videos this year. They're going to be staggered to a point where I think the player is worthy of doing a review for, when I can get the player developed. There's one player I want to do, but I can't get him to develop. I keep trying, but I thought I'll get this one started. Second I did his first review, first simulation, I thought, this guy's perfect. He's just awesome. So, it's up and running now, guys. You've been waiting for it, and I'll be back in the next one. Until then, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.